There is no such thing as a closet must-have. There really isn't. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Phoebe. Today I wanted to do kind of a de-influencing video where I tell you all of the basics I don't own, i.e. de-influence you from buying all of the must-have pieces that every fashion blog will tell you that every woman needs in her wardrobe. I did some Googling and found a few blogs and put together kind of a list of like the main pieces that they tell you should have as a woman. Like all the basics that are must-haves in your wardrobe. And I put together this list of all of the ones that I don't have. And I'm not necessarily trying to de-influence you from these pieces in particular. There's nothing wrong with them. I just want to talk about why I don't own them and then invite you to think about if there are basics that you don't really gravitate towards, or if there are basics that you maybe spent money on and never get wear out of. And I kind of just want to squash the myth that to have a complete, well-rounded wardrobe, you need to have all of these things. And I want to de-influence you from reading these types of blogs to try to figure out the gaps in your wardrobe, because I think that can really misguide you if you're trying to find your own personal style. And I feel like if you're watching this video and if you watch my channel, it's because you really like fashion and you like experimenting with your own style, rather than I feel like those blogs would be more helpful for someone who really isn't into fashion but just like has nothing to wear and has no ideas of like what they should buy. But if you have opinions on fashion and on your style and on things that you like and don't like on yourself, I really don't think that you should be swayed to buy these certain pieces just because they're basics. You get it. Let's get into my list of things I don't own. And the first one that always came up was a tailored blazer. And I'm gonna go as far as to say I've never owned a blazer in general, tailored or oversized. Like I think there were like oversized ones from Aritzia, and what comes to mind first when I think of an oversized blazer is Durf Avenue, and like Matilda Durf. I feel like she really brought that into mainstream. But these blogs even talk about tailored blazers because that's like the epitome of a basic, is like one that actually fits and is tailored to your body type. I don't love tailored clothes in general. Maybe a tailored pant I love. I like a basic boot cut tailored suit pant, but in terms of a top or a jacket, I am not really drawn to tailored pieces. I don't think it does much for my body personally, and it also like doesn't really express much about my style. I feel like anytime I see a tailored blazer, I just think of a job interview, like something I would have to wear to a job interview that I really wouldn't want to wear. And so that's just something I don't want to bring into my wardrobe. And even an oversized blazer, just a blazer in general, I've never found to fit my personal style. I don't even really know how to describe my personal style, but anytime I've tried to play with a blazer because it's been on trend or my friends have worn them or whatever, I just put it on and I do not feel like myself at all. I think if I'm gonna wear something oversized, I want it to be like big and comfy, not something that's like super structured and like business, I guess. And like I love oversized menswear. Like I like the vibe of like putting on an oversized men's jacket, but again, not really a tailored one. I'd be more so drawn to like a men's leather jacket or a men's bomber jacket rather than like a suit material blazer. Does that make sense? I would say the closest thing I have to a blazer is my leather button-up black jacket that you might have seen, and even that I like don't gravitate towards all the time because it doesn't feel a ton like me, but I do feel it's different looking than a blazer because it is leather. Next thing I don't own and probably never will is a little black dress. And maybe that's an exaggeration because I could see myself, if I have to go to a wedding or an event and like need to wear a dress, I could see myself maybe possibly liking a black one, but I don't own one for two reasons. One, I don't love myself in dresses. I own two dresses. One of them is a slip dress that I don't like really wear out of the house, and the other one is a dress that I bought for my friend's wedding. And I have a wedding coming up later this month, and I'm going to be wearing that same dress again because I just don't like buying dresses because I don't like myself in them. The only reason I would really wear one is because I have an event that I have to wear it for. And I could see this changing. I could see see myself entering an era where I like sundresses or something. Like I could see myself enjoying myself in a dress in the future. But the reason I don't think I'll own a little black dress is because I hate myself in stark black. Not as much pants. I would wear stark black pants, but like on top near my face, I don't think it's in my color season, if you will. I don't think stark black flatters my coloring in any way, shape, or form. Anytime I put on something stark black, I immediately want to take it off. And I think that's maybe the other reason why I don't wear my black leather jacket a lot. I just don't love myself in stark black. That's all there is to it. Black and white things in general tend to be called basics. Like everyone should own a black tee and a white tee and a black long sleeve and a white long sleeve. I just do not buy into that at all because I feel like just because a color is a basic, if you don't like yourself in it, why would you spend the money on buying it? Like if there's a color you like better, why wouldn't you consider that color your basic? Do you know what I mean? The next thing I don't own, and I literally don't know if I will again, is a pair of long black leggings. In fact, I only have one pair of leggings and they're black capri leggings, like they come right below the knee. I don't like styling leggings and I don't know if I'll ever enter a phase when I do. The only reason I had leggings in the past was to like exercise in, and because pole is like my main form of exercise, I really don't need like workout gear. I just need my pole clothes. If I go on a walk, I usually put on like sweat shorts or sweatpants even. I don't so much find myself gravitating towards leggings. And I think part of the reason is because I get really bad cramps. I have endometriosis and sometimes my cramps come even like not during my period. Sorry for TMI. A legging, like something that's meant to be tight on my lower abdomen, I will never gravitate towards. Even if it's a day where I'm not having any pain, I get nervous that I'm gonna get stomach pain from wearing leggings. And I'm also just like traumatized from like the pain I would get in wearing a tight pant and like pulling them out to relieve my pain. Can anyone relate to that? Anyways, I just like will never wear a black legging. I don't feel like, or any color legging for that matter. If I want to be comfy, I'm wearing sweats or PJs. And if I want to look cute, I'm wearing something else. Next thing I don't own is a black turtleneck. That was another thing that was on these lists, along with, like I said, a black tee, a white tee, a blah, blah, blah. I do have a black baby tee and I like very rarely wear it. And when I do, it's like because I'm doing laundry and don't have other clothes that I love clean. But a black turtleneck specifically, I think looks so beautiful and chic on other people. But again, on me, stark black, I just like do not think goes with my coloring. And because a turtleneck comes up so close to your face and your hair, like that is all you see. When you look at my face, that's what you see is black and my coloring. And I just don't like it. It doesn't make me feel like myself. Not only is it not like conventionally flattering on my coloring in my opinion, but it just like doesn't feel like me because it's so not my like colors and my style that I like to express myself in. Next thing I don't have, and I did not even realize until I started filming this that a lot of these are black things, but the next thing is a leather zip up jacket, like one of those classic leather jackets that has like a little collar with like silver hardware on it and it zips. Like I said, I have my longer leather jacket that buttons up, but I'm talking about like the leather jackets with the hardware. I've never owned and I don't think I ever will own. Again, just like so the opposite of my style. And when I say my style, I don't even mean like the opposite of what I like, because when I see other people wearing these, I like don't bat an eye. In fact, like a lot of these things, like I think people look beautiful in little black dresses and blazers and leggings and turtlenecks. Like I don't think anything of it. In fact, like I think it looks really chic on most people. When I say my style, I mean like my personal, what I like on me because of how I like to express and like the vision that I have and the vibe that I have in mind when I'm putting together an outfit. Like this black leather zip up just would never satisfy a vibe that I try to go for when I get dressed. Does that make sense? I think the closest thing I would have to this is a zip up leather jacket that's brown, like kind of more of a brown bomber, like not one with tons of hardware, just like maybe a collared brown leather bomber I would wear. The next thing that was on these lists is a skin colored cup bra, which is a very like basic thing that most people own. And I did have these in like high school when obviously you couldn't like get away with wearing a shirt that like maybe you could like see anything through at all. I'm very much a no bra person, and YouTube has taught me that I actually need to like get some bras because I film with harsh studio lighting, and things that I can get away with wearing without a bra in real life, like I can't get away with wearing anymore on YouTube. So I do plan on investing in like a good bra, but just because of the trauma I have of coming home from high school and immediately tearing off my cup bra and having like red indents from the underwire under my boobs, like so uncomfortable. I don't think you could ever get me to wear a classic like underwire cupped bra again. And I'm very lucky in that I don't need to, like I don't get back pain if I don't have like that much support in a bra. I know a lot of people like need that support, but for me, I just think that's a basic I'll never own. I think what I would more so want is like a very soft cup bra that isn't underwire, almost like a training bra that you would wear in like middle school or whatever, just like a soft cup. Or I would wear a sticky bra or like a Skims, just like really thin kind of bra. So if anybody has any suggestions for a bra that like doesn't feel like you're wearing a bra, please let me know. Next, and this one's like not that surprising because it's not very trendy at all, and that's a pencil skirt, but I thought I would mention it because it was on so many of these lists. And I do want to say, like, I'm not poo-pooing a pencil skirt just because it's not cool right now and it's like so not trendy. Like, that's a very easy explanation to give. And it's very easy to say that you think something's really ugly when it's like objectively not on trend right now. But I will say, even if this did come back into style, I think it is like the opposite of flattering on my body. And I know there's like a big movement to not worry about that. And I totally agree that your outfits don't always need to be flattering if you feel good in them. Like if I feel good in a big baggy outfit that doesn't do anything for my figure, like amazing, I still feel awesome in it. But there are certain things that are unflattering that I don't even feel good in because I don't like how it makes my body look and I don't like the style of it in general. Like I don't like the fashion of it all in general. And that is the category that I feel like a pencil skirt falls into. Even if they came onto trend, I still just don't think I would like them because I didn't really like them last time they were on trend anyway. And B, I have really short legs and I feel like they just cut off my lines weirdly. And I don't think that we should be ashamed to say that we don't want to wear something because we don't like how it looks on our body type. I think that's like very fine and valid. And the last thing I don't have that I don't think I'll ever have that was on a lot of these basics must-have lists is a pleated skirt, like a mini or a midi or a maxi pleated skirt. I have never liked these. And I don't know if they're still on trend or not right now. I know they were a couple years ago, especially like those like silky ones that were pleated. Those were in so hard a few years ago, maybe more than a few years ago now. But again, I didn't like them when they were on trend, so I don't think there's any hope of me liking them when they're off trend. And I don't think there's hope of me liking them next time they come on trend. Again, I'm not really a skirt person in general. I'm not a dress or a skirt person in general. I will always choose pants and a top over a skirt or a dress. And that in general is something that I've really had to remind myself is like, I'll think to myself like, wow, I don't own any skirts. I literally don't own any. Or I don't own any dresses. Like, that's weird. I should probably get one. But it's like, why? Like, why should you probably get one? You're never gonna look in your closet and look for something to wear and choose your least favorite thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, maybe I would acquire a dress, but if I like so many more things in my wardrobe better than that dress, I'm not ever gonna reach for it. So why spend the money? In other words, another thing that I've really been trying to tell myself is like, okay, if I have this thing in my head that I think I need to buy, if there's anything I want to buy more than that thing, buy the thing I want to buy more first. And that has kept me from making so many purchases because again, I'm like, dang, I have another wedding coming up. I should probably get a dress. And I'm like, I could wear my first dress. And if I'm gonna spend whatever, $100 on a new piece of clothing, is it important to me to have a new dress to wear to this wedding? Or would I rather spend the money on a pair of pants that I love or a sweater I've been wanting for ages, something that I want more than that dress, and just suck it up and outfit repeat to a wedding that nobody from the first wedding is going to be at? Do you know what I mean? That was a bit of a tangent, but I guess all of this video is just to say There is no such thing as a closet must-have. There really isn't. No such thing as a universal closet must-have. If I listed out all of my personal must-haves, like all of the things that I repeat all the time, they would be pretty niche and pretty random. And yeah, there would be a couple basics in there, but my basics, my most common things, are not even slightly exclusively basics and must-haves that you would read on a blog. All of that being said, I'm curious to know how you guys feel about this and if there are any basics or must-haves that you just despise and will never be purchasing, even though they're like considered very normal and not controversial. I'd be curious to know yours in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to. And with that, I'll see you in a few days with another one. Bye guys.